I'm lazy when it comes to relationships. Relationships are a lot of work. To deal with someone else's thoughts, needs, emotions, and to deal with your own takes a lot of work, effort, time, sacrifice, compromise. And for me, I don't get enough out of a relationship in many instances to incentivize myself to make it worth it, even money. I've walked away from money for certain relationships just because it wasn't worth the aggravation. On YouTube, even sometimes I'm very quick to block people, even though it cuts off ad revenue, cuts off a viewer. So I want to explore that in this video, my thoughts on that. It's as I get older in life, I guess I just have less energy for certain people. I just don't want to spend my energy on certain people. You say that's harsh and that's unfair, and you're not going to learn as much if you don't have a multitude of people giving you multitude of perspective. And that's a fair counterbalance to my statement. And what I would say to that is I've spent many years living a very diverse life with many different perspectives, and I don't know everything, but I know enough to kind of make the decision if at this point in my life this relationship has enough value for me. It doesn't mean when I say that I'm devaluing them, because I do believe that everyone on a certain scale has a certain level of value, and a little bit beauty is in the eye of the beholder as far as how much value you think they have. But the judgment to decide if someone stays in your life is a serious decision. Why? Because again, you only have so much time. You only have so much energy. You only have so many resources. So every relationship is a drain on that. Now, certain relationships can add certain resources or things, but at what cost? Everything has a cost. Sometimes when there's not a financial cost, people tend to think, oh, well, it's free. No, not all the time. I know people who got a divorce and lost money. Okay, it wasn't free, it was expensive. But it was worth it because they found themselves again. After every divorce, most people I know have made the statement that they found themselves again. Because there's a certain amount of investment that you need to make in yourself. And most people, humans, we're a little lazy, okay? And if you don't believe me, Exhibit A is the Dookie stained underwear. You didn't get all the Dookie, you were a little lazy. Exhibit number 2 is the period stained underwear. Look, life's a little sloppy, and you're a little lazy. Could have did a little bit better job with the Diva cup or tampon. Guys, all of us. I mean, certain people are more diligent than others, but everyone has a level of laziness, lethargicness. I know, look, laziness is a bad thing. I'm not going to say it's a good thing, but it's part of humans, okay? We want to do less, get more, okay? So for me, let's be honest, I don't have that energy to put into a relationship when I'm not getting a lot out of it. You say, Sam, what about sex? Sex is a real human need, and religions have tried to make it evil or put the burden on it has to be in marriage. But what I would tell you is this, in the short version, no matter how you look at sex, whether it's in a marriage or whether it's a young kid in high school, sex is 5% of the relationship. 95% of the relationship is dating, talking, going out. So if you're in a relationship just for sex, you're going to find out eventually you're 95% wasting energy, money, time, if you just sex. You say, well, it's not all about sex. I also want to enjoy my life with someone. I want to share my life with someone. What about when you don't feel good about yourself? What about when you have an issue with, sickness and health? And I mean, guys, it's a disaster. And if you don't believe me, ask a caretaker who's been doing it not just when their lover got sick and they had to wipe their butt one time, but when you're a caretaker day in, day out for years. I'm tired. Guys, I'm tired. I'm too lazy for a relationship. Because I need to focus a lot of my time, 95% or so, on self-care. That's just me, okay? And it's better to be honest with myself and others than Again, everyone has to look at their own life because they have their own fingerprint. Doesn't matter if you have the same life philosophy as me, same political views as me, same whatever as me. You have to know that, guys, even if you're living in a car and you got your own YouTube channel, you're not me. I'm not you. You have a different fingerprint. You have a different fingerprint than your mother. You have a different fingerprint than every other person in this world. 7.5 billion people in this world. You're different, but we're tied in through humanity, which is we're all a little lazy. Some more than others. But if you're lazy, I think the last thing you need is a relationship. And if you say, I want a relationship, are you ready to work? Some of you people unemployed and you got a relationship. I mean, I would get rid of a relationship, get the job, you know what I mean? Get that money back. You say, Sam, I can't sleep with money. I say, hey, I'd rather spend a night looking at my phone bank account than, dealing with them. But that's just me. That's my thoughts for this video. I mean, I can stretch out. I know you want me to end it fancy, but subscribe. Click the blue join button. Be part of the Bedrock Foundation as we grow this channel. Okay. And I appreciate you guys. I thank you. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace and love.